audience.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Jason Show. Everyone sit down. I always want to say that like he does. Like everybody just
calm down. Yeah,
that's enough.
That's enough clapping from you.
Hey, guys, this is a really exciting day for multiple reasons. One, we have a dog update. Number one. But number two, Shayne is here today with me, and we never get to be together.
This is true.
On the Jason Show.
Like, got to train you in, and then said bye, and then go out and do my thing. And
do your thing, young grasshopper.
This is fun.
It is fun. And people, you don't get to see that at home. That we met and you trained me in, and we actually are friends outside of this show. People are like, oh, so do you guys talk? Like, yes, we do. We're right here.
No, we never talk.
Never. It happened just this one time. She showed me the remote and she said, here you go.
Good luck.
Good luck. Godspeed, traffic reporter. Here's Jason. Mm-hmm. Sayonara. But you've been really busy. I mean, I think people who are watching also want to know that maybe don't live in the metro area and don't get to watch Fox 9. What else you do here? It's pretty cool.
So I moved over to just feature reporting. So I work from like 6 a.m. to basically 10 a.m. on the Fox 9 Morning News, which just changed my hours a little bit, but it's really fun out in the field.
She gets to sleep in by like 20 more minutes, everybody.
It is a life changer.
It is a life changing
you know this.
Experience. I do, because every once in a while, if Shayne's on vacation and it's like Thanksgiving or something, they'll have me do that. I'm like, well, this extra 20 minutes, like the sun is up, almost, maybe
you
sort of.
feel a little human.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it. Great. Well, okay, we sort of teased this dog update. We had a dog a few weeks ago on the show. You guys don't remember the Rejection Collection Boxer Rescue Group. They're on the show. You can see them right there. They're so cute. One of them's name was Jack Frost, the white one there. The other one is Lucky. These two are both looking for a home. These guys obviously rescue boxers and then hopefully get them a new home. Well, we found out that Lucky, right there, the boxer, got adopted after being on the show. There he is with this new family.
Look how happy he is.
Oh my gosh, I have to tell you, I had like a connection with that dog. And
with Lucky?
Yes.
Did you almost?
I tried, and Jordan was like, would you like to move out, or would you like to adopt a dog?
Because you have 2 dogs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And like a smaller St. Louis Park house. Like they're not,
and they're bigger dogs.
And they're bigger dogs. Yeah. It's just like, he's like, you want a boxer in our tiny house? I'm like, no.
Yes.
No, whatever. So
anyway,
does
that mean the other one's still up for adoption?
I think so. We haven't heard.
Jack Frost can be yours.
Jack Frost. We don't know. Yeah, so the white one, if you're interested, Rejection Collection Boxer Rescue. That's them. Check them out. You can see if it's available. So, okay, ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's time for the hot dish. I did this yesterday. It was a big hit.
Right? So fun.
My chopsticks. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize they were pencils. So
Shayne has feelings about this, so I'm going to read this. The Jonas Brothers, they're out with the new music video. It's their new single, What a Man Gotta Do. The brothers and their wives are channeling some legendary movie moments. Take a look.
Caught my heart about 1-2 times. Don't need to question the reason I'm yours. I'm yours. I'd move the earth and lose a fight just to see a smile. Cause you got no flaws, no flaws. I'm not trying to be your part-time lover. Sign me up for them full-time, I'm yours, all yours. So what a man gotta do, what a man gotta do to be totally locked up by you. What a man gotta say, what a man gotta pray.
Big claps from the audience. Nick and Priyanka were doing some risky business, as you saw. Sophie and Joe were scooping grease, and you don't get to see it, but Kevin and Danielle are doing their best to say anything. And by the way, they're in it for like.
I kind of feel bad for Kevin. I had to forward the video. I'm like, is he in this video?
Yeah.
His wife, like the last 20 seconds.
No, I guess that's what you get when you don't marry someone famous. So I like it. I mean, I like the song. You
really sold it. I like it.
It's fine. I mean, it's catchy.
So it starts out like this and you're going, all right, okay, but then it never hits like that rhythm where you're like, yeah, it just kind of stays there.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like there's no...
Like you feel like you're building to something that never happens and then it just stays. But Jeff really likes it, so...
It's his jam.
Obviously.
Well, I mean, and we also just...
alone in a boat on this one.
I think, we already brought it up, but Danielle and Kevin are like I mean, it's supposed to be a Jonas Brothers thing. And honestly, they're in it for like 10 seconds.
Right, and let's be real, they were barely alive in the 80s and they're spoofing like 70s and 80s like movies. So I'm curious if their fans even know what these references are. I'm older, so I caught them.
I would probably be at the tail end of knowing some
Did you know, do you know Say Anything?
I don't know the movie, I know that scene though.
Okay.
Like
she knows the scene.
Okay. I know this,
That's enough.
the
big boom box that we don't even own anymore because now we have these tiny little Bose speakers.
Which is like when the spoof in the, okay, secret's out, guys. He puts an iPhone on top of his head. And I mean, that's like the funny part of it. But so, no, I agree. I think that like Grease, maybe. But even then, they'd probably be like, High School Musical?
Right.
So
exactly.
Yeah, check it out. Give us your opinions. We're interested.
We're open. You can sway us.
Yeah.
Next in the dish, SNL is returning this weekend. And they have hosts. You've been missing it?
No.
Parents. Okay. They're returning this weekend with host Adam Driver and musical guest Halsey. So yesterday, though, the show announced 2 more guest hosts, football star and Wisconsin native J.J. Watt. He's going to host on February 1st. And RuPaul, that's of course the day before the Super Bowl, so it kind of makes sense. And RuPaul will host the following week. And Justin Bieber will be the musical guest. JJ becomes the 27th athlete to host the show. Now, he's not only made a name for himself on the football field, but also for his charitable work. Back in 2017, he raised $37 million to help Houston recover from Hurricane Harvey. He's a funny dude.
I don't know about this one. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. So I really like J.J. Watt. I do. I think everything he did with Hurricane Harvey is fantastic. I think he's a great football player. I think people really like him. I mean, he's in those, is it Allstate commercials all the time?
Sure.
He's great. Is he known for being funny and like quick on his feet? I don't know.
We're going to find out.
I mean, you brought up Peyton Manning was great, but he's like funny.
Surprisingly
like, we know
funny.
that about him, you know?
Yes.
Charles Barkley is like funny. We know that about him. Like, is J.J. Watt funny?
I mean, isn't it on like the writers to put together
something funny
skits that he can pull off? So
maybe. I don't know.
See how good they are.
I really like him. I love Halsey though. Last time she was on, and she was like painting upside down and singing. I
still will never forget the time Lady Gaga was birthed on stage on SNL. Wasn't that SNL? Do you remember that?
Was that the egg thing?
It's real weird. Yeah. I can't unsee that.
Yeah, no.
Like however many years later.
See, that and the meat dress. Those were standout Gaga moments. Okay, speaking of queens of pop, next in the dish, Taylor Swift speaking out about her most recent project. So in an interview with Variety, the pop star has 0 complaints about appearing in this film.
Tonight is a magical night where I choose the cat that deserves a new life.
Going to the ball could get dangerous.
Now, Taylor was nominated for Best Original Song at the Golden Globes for the song she co-wrote for the movie Cats with Andrew Lloyd Webber, which, by the way, like co-writing a song with Andrew Lloyd Webber, that is so dope.
There you go.
Anyway, she says despite the bad reviews, she has 0 complaints and had a great time working on it. Now, Taylor's new Netflix documentary, Miss Americana, debuts at Sundance tomorrow, so she's been a little busy in the movie world.
Yeah, she doesn't have any complaints because she got to write a song with Andrew Lloyd Webber for Cats and got nominated for a Golden Globe.
It's true.
And she doesn't need to act. So like if this sinks her acting career, it doesn't matter. She's got a great music career going for herself.
It's true. Like, what do you have to sink?
It's like, it's okay. You don't need to act.
Guess I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't know. I didn't see the movie.
Neither did I.
Ted liked it. Our official movie reviewer. Erin Schwab loves it, but she loves the musical.
Okay.
I've also heard that people walked out of the movie. So, I mean, tomato, I don't know. I'm still probably not going to see it, to be honest.
No, me neither. But I like that she's embracing, like, yeah, I had fun. I'm not going to regret it. It happened.
Go Taylor.
You do you. Next up in the dish, while everybody was glued to ABC Monday night for The Bachelor, some fans could not keep their eyes off an old commercial featuring Pilot Pete. So thanks to the internet, we learned that Peter was actually quite the child actor. Watch this.
Mark, what did I tell you about skateboarding in the house? Ah, report card.
This moment brought to you by Sylvan Learning Center.
School's tough. Then Silva helped me read better.
We call her.
Oh, that's the line right there. Before Peter was a pilot searching for love, he was a young actor who played a student named Mark in need of tutoring, and then that commercial was filmed. That was around 2005, which doesn't sound that long ago, but he's a child. And now he's on The Bachelor, so that's...
I totally remember that commercial.
You do?
Yeah, because I feel like Sylvan
Did you have a crush on Mark?
Probably, honestly. I mean, I was trying to think back. I was like, how old was I when that came out? Well, maybe not. I was 15. That would have been extra creepy if I had a crush on him. But I remember it. I think it's the skateboard thing in the house, because that would be something, if you wanted to die in my house, you could try skateboarding in the house. But I don't know why. I just remember it. And I can't believe it's Pilot Pete. That's so funny.
You knew before. I also loved how, if you watch the whole commercial, he does a lot of hunky smile things, and I was like, he was preparing for The Bachelor all the way back then.
Do that one more time.
It's like so many look away, smile. It's like he was auditioning even then.
But he's wearing a shirt, everybody. He's wearing a shirt.
No hot tubs.
No hot tubs. Hey, grab a cup of coffee. Lots more to come. We'll be right back after this. Or water. Still to come on today's show, days after leaving England and their royal titles, Harry and Meghan take on the tabloids. The latest on their lawsuit next. Plus, DIY for winter. One of our most popular guests, Erin Meyer from Lavender and Laundry, is back with some beauty products you can make at home to survive the winter. And Tyler Perry says he made his new Netflix movie in just a week, and it will leave viewers shocked. Producer Ted watched Fall from Grace and will give us his view. Pour another cup of coffee and join us for the rest of the Jason Show.
What are your first thoughts about Brett?
I'm already not into Brett.
Brett, I like a red on red, I do. And I think you've got a kind face, and when that haircut's finished, I think you're going to be a real catch. It feels like it's a swipe left. Are we swiping left? See you, Brett. Goodbye. Oh, a good dismount. What's your thoughts about Brian? What's your first instinct?
My first instinct is I'm worried he's a little young.
Oh, why? What age are we looking for?
I'm 30.
He's 29.
I've never dated anyone younger than me.
Yeah, but he's like days younger. It's up to you now, Lexa. Who do you want to go on a date with? Marcus, David, or Scott? Who's it going to be?
Oh, I'm going to go with Marcus.
Oh, my word! Really comes. Thank you, David. Thank you, Scott. Come down and join us, Marcus. But the question is, will there be a second date? Okay, so wait. I'm going to go on the count of 1, 2, 3, and you will say yes or no. Give me a hand, Marcus. Let's do this. Will there be a second date? 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. Oh, James Corden there, you saw hooking up his digital producer with some late night live Tinder. Why aren't we doing that with Ted?
I don't
Just gonna toss that out there. Make that happen, Jeff.
So bad.
All right. Well, you know, on Mondays we get a special serving a hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Say hi this morning to Sean from TMZ. Hey, Sean.
Hey there, how are you?
Oh, we're good.
We're good. Sorry we are here, a bunch of females instead of Jason, but I think you'll be okay with it. All right, first up.
I'm fine with it.
Thank you, Sean. First up, Harry and Meghan are fed up with the media coverage of their lives, and you guys did some digging and have some of the backstory. What's going on?
That's right. So Prince Harry flew out to Vancouver Island, this after finishing his official duties in the UK. He landed first in Vancouver on a commercial flight. This was a British Airways flight. Now, this is notable because you remember the couple caught a lot of heat earlier, or I should say last year, when they flew private. And this was, of course, infuriating for some people because of their activism on climate change issues and the carbon footprint that can leave behind. Now, what's happening now in the news with both Harry and Meghan is that Meghan was spotted hiking with her dogs and baby Archie the other day. That same day, actually, that Harry was arriving in British Columbia, and photos of that hike were published in the British press and online, and now Meghan and Harry are taking legal action against those papers who ran them, saying that they had an expectation for privacy. However, these photos were presumably taken in a public park, or at least that's what it seems like to us. So we'll be waiting to see whether or not they're going to have any sort of legal case in a court to say that they had privacy if they were in a public setting.
That's seems like a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I mean, you're still
Yeah.
loyal.
Yeah, you got. I mean, and they're kind of hot right now. People care. Next up.
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal. Things got really ugly in the Kansas State basketball game. This is shocking. So tell us what went down.
Yeah, this was a epic ending to, what was considered to be definitely a must-see game. You got a rivalry going on there, but at the very end of it, there was a big brawl that broke out after Dijon Gordon stripped the ball from Kansas State stripped the ball from Kansas' Silvio De Souza, who then stopped a layup. Now, immediately after this, the Kansas State bench got onto the court, started going after the Kansas players, and it just ended up being all the team members on the court going after one another. At one point, one of the Kansas players had a stool in his hands that he was about to use to bust over someone's head when an assistant coach actually stopped him from doing that. So we're waiting now to see what sort of suspensions might be coming down. Obviously, there's going to be ramifications for these players, but crazy enough, there actually was 0.1 seconds left on the clock when all this happened. So after everybody had gone back to the locker room, they all had to come back out and finish that last bit of time. Yeah.
Stop it.
I can't imagine getting them back out there. Don't throw stools at each other.
This is not WWE, people. No, no, no. Oh, gosh. Okay. Finally, now this one caught me a little off guard, so I'm going to need a little filling in. Does Henry Winkler have a beef with Tom Hanks?
Okay, so that has been the long-standing rumor in Hollywood, right? And it all goes back to the movie Turner and Hooch, because Tom Hanks, of course, was the star of that. That was one of the big movies at the beginning of his career that really fueled his ascendancy in Hollywood as a major star. Well, Henry Winkler was actually supposed to be the director on that, and he was fired from that project. Now, the story has always gone that there was beef between Tom and Henry, and that is what caused Henry to lose the job on Turner and Hooch. And actually, we got footage of him going on Watch What Happens Live on Bravo just last October, kind of giving fuel to this fire, suggesting that there really was a beef between him and Tom. But when we got him out, he was trying to downplay that completely and saying that they are actually friends, that they've seen each other and do see each other quite often. We also actually, this was before Turner and Hooch, but we found a clip of Tom Hanks on a Happy Days reunion with Henry Winkler as the Fonz, very early, young Tom Hanks. So obviously that was before all the beef allegedly started, but he's definitely trying to put an end to this rumor, which he kind of helped create.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to have a beef with Tom Hanks. Nobody has a beef with Tom Hanks. That's not a good look.
No.
Okay. Sean, thank you so much for all the scoop from TMZ. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. And by the way, when I introduced him, I said on Mondays we get an extra serving of hot dish, and not to freak everyone out.
I swear it's not
Wednesday,
Monday.
right? It's Wednesday. Yeah. Okay, you're good.
Okay. By the way, can we just talk about that Henry Winkler and Tom Hanks thing? Now that he said that, I remember we talked about this on the show, and I thought the same thing you just said. I'm like, Tom Hanks and Henry Winkler?
It's not a hot take you want. You just zip the lips on that one. Yeah.
All right, more hot dish this morning. Aerosmith has a big weekend coming, and while they're getting ready to perform at the Grammys, they're also facing a lawsuit from their drummer. That's right, Joey Kramer says he's been blocked from performing with the band. Now, he claims he was unfairly asked to audition for the band following some minor injuries last spring, which does seem odd. You have to audition? What? He had to take a few concerts off, but he's ready to go. He says the band is freezing him out. Now, Aerosmith says he has been emotionally and physically unable to perform for the last 6 months. There isn't enough time to rehearse for them to all get back together. And they say he's invited to attend the Grammys with them. The band is being honored with Music Care's Person of the Year award. Now, okay, I know that was a lot to take in. I was like, okay, let me get this straight. So he didn't perform because he says he had an injury, and now they're making him audition again after being a founding member of the band. And the band itself, Aerosmith, is like, actually, he's been physically, and was it emotionally? Was that the word they used, unable to perform?
I think there's a lot more to this story, and I'm glad they're not putting it out there because it's probably not pleasant for him, whatever he's going through. But he did mention that throughout their 50 years or whatever, that other members have taken time off and it's been okay, and then come right back to the band. So for whatever reason, he's not being given that same kind of leeway that they all got. I don't know if that's true. Again, this is a he said, she said type of story. We may never know the true dish to it.
It's just it's such a bummer. Like, I get it that if this is all true and this hasn't been working, then they're like, hey, this is a really big performance. Come with us, but you can't perform. But if it's like he's saying and he's like, you guys are just icing me out, this is ridiculous. Either way.
Especially they're getting this like award, the Music Cares Award.
You guys are great.
Gotta care about each other, come on now. Yeah. Next in the dish, taking a stand in country music. So country music television, so CMT as we know it, is making sure that it plays the same amount of music from female and male artists. Now it's part of the cable channel's Equal Pay Initiative. So that means videos like The Bones from Maren Morris and videos from other female artists will be played half the time. Now before this, CMT played about 60% male artists and 40% women. The move is getting really strong support from many country artists, which makes sense. Get this, when it comes to country radio, female singers only get 13% of airplay. I used to work in
I was like, you
radio,
did this, so.
And I can say it was probably less than that at the station that I worked at. It was tough. I mean, it was like Miranda and Carrie got all the play. Taylor was, she was like banished, like you can't be part of this at all. So yeah, they hardly ever played female artists, and it was a bummer. It was odd. It was all Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, what's the
other guy?
Faith Hill's husband.
Oh, yeah,
we didn't play no Faith Hill. Tim McGraw. Yeah, it was the same like 5 artists over and over and over again. So this is awesome. I hope that country radio follows suit because it was really hard for women to break into this industry.
Do you think too, I mean, as someone that worked at the station, were you really allowed to like, I think we should play more female music?
Absolutely
or was it
not.
kind of, yeah.
I mean, a little insider scoop, when you call in and request music, they don't play what you request. They'll use your, I don't think this is like.
Stop, really?
No, you can call in and request all you want. They're not gonna do anything about it. They have a set schedule for the full day, but sometimes they'll take the soundbite where you call in and then put it ahead of a song so it looks like it was requested. This is all very planned out well before DJs start their shift. Now someone's probably gonna say, no, that's not how it works. But where I worked, that's how it works.
My mind is blown right now. Like, I'm serious. I'm like, really? They don't do that?
I mean, they might have like a request hour at some point. It never happened when I was on air, so.
You guys, the lights just turned on for me. You just saw a moment in my head.
Country radio, it's an interesting, interesting beast. All right, still ahead, we are checking in with the Cat Show. It's happening this weekend in St. Paul.
She sure is.
I'm super excited about it. But next we have Erin Meyer. She joins us with her latest DIY creations.
And then Tyler Perry's latest Netflix movie was shot in just 5 days. Yeah, we'll see what producer Ted thinks of A Fall from Grace later on. We'll be right back.
I know. How is that even possible?
Whoa. You guys, my mind is being blown right now. We're still talking about playlists and requests
and the radio, but we don't want to get sued, so we're going to move right on.
We're going to move right on. Hey, welcome back to The Jason Show. Our next guest is a master of DIY and has some new cleaning products that are perfect for the winter season.
Which we need right now from Lavender and Laundry. Say hello to Erin Meyer.
Hello.
Always one of our most popular guests.
Oh,
yes.
well, thank you.
Okay, so we're starting over here.
Yeah, we are.
Coffee scrub.
Yes. So, of course, our skin in the winter, super dry.
Okay.
So this is so nice because it exfoliates with the little sugar in coffee, but it also has moisture from the oils that we're going to use. So this is 1/3 of a cup of melted coconut oil.
Oh, it's already in here.
I know. I know.
It's so clear that you can't actually see it, but there is 1/3 of a cup of that in there. And then if one of you wants to add in like 2 tablespoons, you can do 2 to 3. We'll just do 2 tablespoons. That's like a really full olive oil, so
I don't
careful.
touch cooking supplies.
Well, now I'm nervous, guys. I was feeling good about this.
And then we're gonna give that just a little stir to combine those oils. So these are your kind of moisturizing properties of it.
Okay.
Also can make, if you're using this in like the bath or shower, it can make a little bit of slick. I've never had that problem, but just know that you are
like
using
you could
oils.
slide the bath mat.
Let's not do that. Okay. Okay, then we're gonna add in half a cup of brown sugar.
Okay.
Yum.
And a half a cup of coffee grounds. Now those are fresh coffee grounds. I oftentimes get asked, can you use the used coffee grounds? I would go with the fresh. So give that a good swirl
People
until
ask if you can use used coffee grounds.
I think there are some things that you do use
recycle.
But I was like, no. So you keep on stirring and get that all consistent. I'm going to add in, this is what makes it kind of a little peppermint coffee. So this is just peppermint essential oils. You can add in like 10 to 15 drops of that in there.
Okay.
And then once it's all mixed and consistent, you can put it into like a little glass jar. I mean, I got crafty. I'm not even a crafty person, but
Can
this
you put it
feels
in a Tupperware
really
container too?
So certain essential oils shouldn't be used in plastic. So
Whoa.
glass is always better.
Well, I'm glad I asked you that.
But
then.
yes, so I always go with glass, but like a little mason jar or whatever, and you don't have to label and twine and all that.
This smells
So
really
Thank you.
good.
I know we're not up to those standards quite yet.
So then you just would grab like a little handful of it, and you can scrub it in to your legs
Wherever.
or arms or wherever.
Okay.
Can I do it?
Exfoliate and moisturize. Sure.
I need. Oh, you have prettier hands than me.
Do you
right
have
now.
a paper
Let's-
towel to
yeah, I'm
wipe
gonna
it
let
off
you do
though
that.
after you're done? Well,
No,
whatever
I
you wanna
don't
do.
have a paper towel.
We thought about this. We thought really well
Yes,
through
yes.
this.
Okay, this smells really good.
Doesn't it smell so
Yeah.
I actually put peppermint in my coffee, like just
Yes.
straight sometimes. And it's, I mean, only the stuff you can eat.
Yes, the stuff that's
but-
labeled that way. Yeah.
Okay, I love that. Okay, that's
Okay.
great. That was easy too. Very,
Yes,
very
super
like,
easy. Takes
beginner
like
level.
30 seconds.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna keep working over here. You
Okay.
guys move on.
Okay.
I got a lot
So
of
now that she's
exfoliating
got
to
her
do.
hands getting all moisturized, this is a cuticle oil. So what I do when I'm creating something for like skin or nails or whatever, I kind of do a little research on which oils work well for supporting your skin and your nails. So I've already put in 2 drops of frankincense and 1 drop of rosemary in
I was
here.
waiting for myrrh. Sorry.
I just got that bottle. So my first time I did it, I'm like, I don't really want to bring that because I haven't actually tried it yet, but that was like the highlight. So I should have just brought it and said it, but I didn't.
just know. I'm all knowing.
Yes,
okay,
you
so
are.
gotta
That's
know that,
awesome.
see?
frankincense and rosemary.
Yes, and then you can do the myrrh as well. I would do like 2 drops, and then we're going to do 2 drops. You want to put in 2 drops of lavender and 2 drops of lemon into
Okay.
so this is a little
that looks
roller
hard.
bottle.
Yeah.
It'll come out just fine right into that little bottle. You can use the funnel if you want.
I was like, I'm using the funnel.
Okay,
I
do
mean,
it.
I am not coordinated when it comes to these things.
And it's okay if you just kind of
Pretend. Oh, 3. There we go.
Okay, yep, it's okay.
Okay.
And then what you're going to do is once you've got those in there, you can
Yep.
give your little roller ball a little shake, and then we're going to add in about 5 drops of vitamin E oil. Vitamin E oil is really good for your skin as well. And give that a little shake, and then you're going to fill the rest. These little funnels come in handy when you're trying to fill it. So this is jojoba oil, which I learned mimics.
Jojoba?
Jojoba, Jojoba.
Okay. So jojoba for all of
I
you
know, right? Like that's how we would say it. So this oil mimics the oil that your skin naturally makes.
Okay.
So it doesn't create like a really oily, feel on your skin.
Right. Okay.
So once that's full, you put your little roller top on, and then you just can roll it and kind of rub it into your cuticles.
Rub it into your Okay, I do use a cuticle oil at night. I love that this is something that you could just make for yourself at home.
You picked the better one to try out on air.
I was gonna say, Shayne, are you still
working.
Until she
thanks.
gets some warm water to wipe that down. Right?
Oh gosh. Okay. By the way, can this be used anywhere else on your body? Is it just really a cuticle
It's really
thing?
for your cuticles. Like you could do it on your toes too.
Okay. All right.
yeah.
And quickly, where do we get these two
Okay,
things?
so this obviously is Target. I mean, you can. I bought off Amazon. I'm not sure they sell that as
Okay.
I looked at Target and I didn't find it.
The
so.
jojoba.
Yes, jojoba.
Oh.
Okay, so our very last one, we're
Yes.
just going to kind of walk through. I couldn't keep a soap base melted, so this is an oatmeal soap base. You can also buy like goat's milk or any sort of soap base that you want. Again, off Amazon. This came in 2 hunks like this. So you break it down into probably like 1/2 to 1 inch squares. You melt that down in the microwave. You want to just go in slow increments until it's melted. Use a little stir stick like this. Just kind of go down, and then what you're going to do is add in some lavender buds. Again, you can buy these on Amazon, and a little bit of oatmeal. If you want them to be finer, you can put them like in a little coffee grinder and just add that in once this is melted down.
Okay.
And then you're going to grab that lavender oil over there, and you do need to add a little bit more to soap for the scent to come through, so about 20 to 30 drops.
Okay.
Oh, 20 to 30.
Yes,
That seems like a lot.
you do,
Okay.
and you want this to cool a little bit before you add the essential oil in. Otherwise, the oil just doesn't seem to have as much scent.
Okay.
And then I use this little silicone mold winter,
This
you know,
is
so
so
little
Darling.
snowflakes.
Yep.
So
Little
then they turn out like this. So you just let them cool, and then they'll harden, and they it only takes like 10 minutes for them to harden. You pop them out, and then you've got little soaps.
And they're little lavender soap balls. I think that is so cute. I do have one question about this thing. So when it's melting, is this something that you want to very slowly melt? Like, I'm not sticking it in the microwave for 3 minutes.
No. I would do like 20-second increments and give it a stir in between each one. Once you notice that you maybe have just a few little lumpies in there, just keep stirring it and let it kind of, the warmth of the soap continue to melt it.
Good advice.
I love it. Everything smells so good. Shayne is still a mess. She's going to be washing her hands for the next 20 minutes. This is true. Hey, thank you, Erin. If you guys, we will obviously post this on our Facebook page, but if you want more information, just head to lemonslavenderandlaundry.com.
Still ahead, it is all about the cats this weekend in St. Paul. We'll show you some of them when we come back.
I might. Shayne's going to be busy. It smells. She made it, everybody.
And my hands are silky smooth.
And
they smell nice.
Good. I do love brown sugar, coffee, lavender. All
Good
things.
combo.
All right. Well, move over, dogs. Cats are getting their due this weekend in St. Paul.
It's about time. The 44th annual St. Lee City Championship Cat Show is happening at the St. Paul River Center. More than 100 cats from the U.S. and Canada are in town. And earlier this morning, I got a peek behind the scenes. Take a look. Who will be the king and the queen of the cat show this weekend? Whoever it is, the king will get caped. And the queen, of course, will be crowned. We are going to go around at Furniture here in St. Paul and meet some of the cats that will be competing and one that's been forced into an early retirement because they're just too good. First up, Linda Mae Baker. Now, you are with the St. Louis City Cat Club.
I am the show manager, correct.
Show manager, but you also have a cat here, not yours, but one you can still talk about. Tell us about Miguel.
This is Miguel. Miguel is a Persian. He's actually owned by Diane Wagner from our sister club, the Twin City Cat Fanciers.
Okay.
And he will be in the show. He is, I'm not sure if he's a champion at this point, going for his grand, or just what. He's fairly young.
Okay.
But
just getting started on the circuit.
8 months old is what my entry clerk just told me.
Love it. And Miguel is just loving life and chilling right now, too.
Yep.
Is this always the attitude?
Yes, they're like throw pillows with legs.
That sounds like my kind of cat, actually. Actually, that's kind of what I want to do in lifestyle, too, just a throw pillow with legs. Let's head over and talk to Jennifer Anderson. Good luck to you, Miguel. Oh, good luck, Miguel. It's okay. All right, Jennifer Anderson is here, too. Now, not only are you a cat groomer, you're going to be entering cats into the show. Who do we have here?
So this one is Katya, and this is Rags.
And what kind of cats are these?
These are Selkirk Rex cats.
Okay, I was going to say, this is a breed I don't think I've seen a lot of. Are they fairly rare?
They're very rare, and they are curly-haired, so that's what kind of sets them apart, is the curly hair.
And they don't have the same temperament as the Persian, clearly.
You know,
more activity.
they're a little bit more active, but they are like real mild and calm,
Okay.
so we like that about them.
Now, where are they in the show circuit? Are they newbies? Are they been in this for a while, veterans?
So Rag is a veteran. He's a champion in Grand Premier, and he was best Selkirk Rex in the region for the last 3 years. So he's done very well. And this is his daughter. This is her second year, and last year she got her championship. So we're working on higher titles this year. But everybody loves her for her curl. So the judges really.
It's really cool. How long does it take to get them show ready?
We usually take about an hour and a half to bathe them, and then blow dry them, and then recurl their whole coats. So we get them wet again to make them curly.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Before we go back to the studio here, we got to bring it around because where did Stormy go? Where's Stormy hiding? Stormy is kind of up right here right now. Now Stormy, well, I don't know. I should probably let Bobby Wyrock tell the story. What's up with Stormy here?
Well, Stormy is a Karat.
Okay.
And she was shown for about 4 years. She's 6 now. And she won about everything there was to win, so she retired.
That's not a bad, way to go. You're so good that you can just be done.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I wish. See, earlier, now she's just living it out in retirement.
Yeah. Yeah, hanging out in kitty heaven with all the scratching posts.
This is Furniture. This is amazing. These cats are having the best day ever. Let me just say that. So the St. Lee City Cat Club show is happening this weekend. It's Saturday, Sunday at the St. Paul River Center in the Roy Wilkins Exhibition Hall. And you can find out more information at stleecitycatclub.org. We have to talk about the store I was at, because I did say Furniture, and that's what it's called. It's Purr. Nicher. And he builds all his own furniture, makes it sturdier, uses better carpet than the stuff that you would find at like
That's so
a
cool.
big box store.
And that's in St. Paul?
Yeah, it's off University. It was a really cool store. And they had some really cool cat toys too. We don't have cats right now. I did growing up, so I really was like, I want to take one of those things home and see if my dog will play with it.
Right, me too. Well,
Just
we have
destroy.
2 dogs now, and I'm like, I don't think that we could integrate a cat at this point. But I had them my whole life too. And like, I love cats. They're so fun to just like play with. Like,
Especially those ones. They were just chilling.
yeah, they're just like puddles.
They're good. They're living
Good
it.
cats.
Living it up.
Well, still ahead, Tyler Perry is not exactly known for producing thrillers. Hello, Medea. At least until now. Producer Ted will take his review on the latest Netflix movie, A Fall from Grace, when we come back.
Did you watch the trailer?
What if you go free? You can't do that. Yeah, I know I can't if you don't let me fight for you. Please, let me fight for you. I can do it.
Jasmine, I had a feeling you'd be here. Hi. My name is Rory Garreau. I'm Jasmine's boss. And I think that she's been giving you some misleading information. I'd like you to understand something. My office has looked at your case up and down, and we think a plea is a good idea. That way you can be near your son. I know that's important to you, yes? So my purpose here today is to find out if it's still your intention to plead guilty. Ms. Waters, is it your intention to plead guilty?
I want to go to court.
Ooh, girl, that's
Wow.
a clip from the new Tyler Perry film, A Fall from Grace, where a model citizen, the woman you saw that looked like she was having a rough day, finds herself in the slammer with her world turned upside down thanks to a new romance. Now, the movie stars a bunch of people you've heard of: Crystal Fox, Felicia Rashad, Brescia Webb, and Cicely Tyson.
Tyler, he admitted, by the way, that he shot the movie in just a week. You might have noticed him in the scene there. So, of course, our movie expert had to give it a look. And that means, once again, it's time for America Loves Ted. Yay, Ted.
Yay!
And he joins us now from the control room. Morning, Ted.
Good morning.
Okay, first of all, give us the rundown. What is this movie about? We kind of gave you the short version.
So you've got this young, energetic public defender. She kind of meets the lady you saw there and tries to figure out her story. And Tyler Perry says, no, just take the plea deal. We don't want to hear her story. Just take the plea deal. Well, then we go back and forth with this woman who, you know, has a very normal life, very nice, very kind, but she meets this young stud who just whisks her off her feet, and she falls in love with him. Too good to be true? No, can't be. And turns out maybe it is.
So it's not just a sweet romantic movie, apparently.
Apparently not.
It's romantic for about 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, the real question is, I thought the promo looked pretty good. You know, when you put on Netflix and it shows like a little clip of the movie you could watch, were you hooked right away or as the movie went on?
Hooked. I was dialed in at the edge of my seat the entire time.
Okay, so you're hooked, but there were moments you could tell it was shot really fast?
So it's kind of like, so this would be like a really good Lifetime movie. You know how the Lifetime
there
movie,
it is. There's the dinger.
it's just, I don't want to get too fancy with you guys, but the cinematography is not at the level of one of those regular feature films. So you can tell.
I'm not surprised. I mean, they didn't have as much time to edit it, shoot it, any of the above. But the story, you think the story itself is worth watching?
The story's great, and it's got these twists, it's got these turns. You don't know what's going to happen. Tyler Perry even told, I think it was Jimmy Fallon last week, that he's never seen audiences' reactions to his movies the way this one, the reaction he got.
Wow.
I would agree.
I was going to say, do you agree with, you think that it was, I mean, I think his words were something like it was such a surprise.
Yeah. I mean, this is totally out of the normal for him. So it's not surprising that the reaction is different, is this way. But yeah, I was like, I didn't know. And I was like, oh, you know, well, maybe it's going to go this way. Maybe it's going to go this way. No.
So you never saw the twist at the end coming? I don't know what it is. I just know there's a twist. A big twist.
Twists, turns, everything. And Cicely Tyson is like 95 years old.
What?
And she's in this movie.
She's 95 For real?
According to Wikipedia.
I don't think we saw her in that clip, though, right?
No.
Okay. I'm not putting a face with her at the moment. That's okay. I trust you.
It's okay.
I'll be blown away when I watch it. So what would you rate it?
Well, so if this was a Hallmark movie.
Well, but it's not.
But if it was a Hallmark movie,
Okay.
I would give it maybe 3.5 crowns.
Oh, really?
But because it's not a Hallmark movie, it's a Netflix movie, let's go 3 crowns.
Really? I mean, they've been nominated for Oscars, Academy Awards. You're
right.
comparing
So,
it to a
so
Hallmark
the bar is
movie.
higher for a Netflix movie.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Hey, my mom even watched this, Ted, and she's Team Ted. She liked it too.
Yes.
Liked it.
See?
Hey,
Crushed
great
it.
reviews from 2 whole people, guys, and a whole audience. I
America,
guess.
including Carol, loves Ted.
Thank you much, sir. A Fall from Grace. It is available on Netflix. Like we said, you see the little preview thing right when you open Netflix, and it's like, I could give that a whirl.
I'll be watching that this weekend.
No, it's pretty good. Hey, we'll be right back. We're gonna go watch the movie actually right now. We might not be right back.
We got time.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Shane and I filling in the big seats today. Hey, if you guys want to come to see a show, obviously today we do not have an audience since Jason is not here, but we do all next week. All you have to do is go to our Facebook page. You can see the Jason Show. Click on the ticket tab. You're in by 9:15, out by 11:15. And as Jason always likes to remind people, because people don't know this, not only is it free to come, but if you have a big group that you want to come, Courtney, who handles all of this, is happy to accommodate you. You can seat up to, I think, around 50 to 60 people. So it's a fun time. It's a really good time to be here in the audience.
And you can hear lots of really good stories too in the commercial break. Even we were auditioned today, so you'll have a good time. And I always people come to me and say, "I've been meaning to go to the Jason Show." I'm like,
then come.
Do it.
Right, and it's cool. You walk through the news actually building.
Newsroom,
So
yeah.
it's kind of a neat thing if you've never seen that, which most people have not. So join us. We'd love to see you. We'll be back next week with our full audience, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes to close out the show. Nailed it. Thank you. I mean, I felt like that flowed so. Oh, time to close out the show. You know what? Not going out without a bang.
"Oh no, going out in style."
We've got bangers going on in here. Actually, for real, this is a pretty good song. So if you haven't heard it, come back to the TV. Celebrity music couple Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani are giving us a sneak peek into their personal lives thanks to a new music video they just dropped. That's their duet, Nobody But You, which is mixed reviews, but take a peek at the video.
Okay, the video. Oh, sorry, that's your line. I'm taking it.
Yes, no, ready? 3, 2, 1. The video shows the couple cuddling on their couch, going on a late night drive, and eating dinner together. It's very sweet. Stefani and Shelton plan to perform on Sunday night at the Grammy Awards, and I'm assuming they're going to be doing this song.
Oh yeah.
That would be my assumption.
I'm surprised actually this is their first song. They've been together for like a long time now.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
And I thought it was a fomance. Like a fomance for the show because they were both on The Voice together.
Right.
And it drives ratings when people think they're seeing like the insight to this dating couple. But now like 3 years later,
they're still doing it.
I believe. I believe.
She believes. Okay, when I said there was mixed reviews, it's mostly me. So I don't know how
I don't think
America
Jeff
feels.
was a big fan either. I'm sorry, I'm just calling him out left and right.
Yeah, it's I love the emotion. I love the idea behind it. I think it's really cool that they came out with a song together, and I think that the words are neat. But we kind of had the same opinion that hearing Gwen Stefani in country is just it's fine. She's not the lead, but it's just she's a rocker, man.
She's a rocker. They keep her vocals like low. I think it's pretty, but here's the deal. It sounds like a wedding song. Like they cannot break up now because you can't have a couple that is no longer in love singing your song about lasting love.
Or what does it
Just a
say
thought.
about you, people? What does it say?
Wow.
If that's your song and then they break up.
We're getting deep. Yeah.
This is
It's
getting
something you would think about though.
Happy Hump Day, everybody. Hey, tomorrow on The Jason Show, a young star from the new movie the new coming of age movie. Big deal. Troop Zero, which, by the way, it stars Viola Davis. And plus, the Cooking Mom is going to be here with delicious slow cooker recipes. That'll be tomorrow. I'm actually going to watch this movie tonight, and I'm kind of excited about it.
It's got Allison Janney, too, who
She's hilarious. Yeah. So, hey, if you want to see that, make sure you join us tomorrow. You will be off. Hobie's going to be here, but you'll be back on Friday with me.
It's a rotating cast of co-hosts.
It's a rotating cast, everybody. And it's always going to be good, though. We're always hilarious. Come back tomorrow, and if you want to come see the show, remember, you can join us on Monday. Tickets on our Facebook page, The Jason Show TV. See you then.
Goodbye.